Hello, friends. Today I want to talk about finally becoming the best version of yourself that you always knew you could be. Because these last few months, I have been in one of the most beautiful seasons of my entire life, my entire 33 years on this planet. And recently, within the last 3 to 6 months, not even that, like within the last 3, 4 months, I finally stepped into this higher version of myself and I finally shifted into the man I always knew I could be. And right now I'm speaking from 100% congruence with my mind, body, and spirit. It's like I feel like the ideal version of myself. And it's the most beautiful feeling because you walk around and every day just ends up feeling like a bonus. There's nothing you really need. I'm so grateful and so appreciative for the things that are in my life. I'm so excited and full of joy that I get to live this game called life and see where the rest of my journey takes me. And there's nothing I need right now. Like I'm just at peace and life is good. And I want to share with you guys a couple of nuggets of wisdom and just some thoughts and ideas that really helped me finally shift and get to this point and this level I'm at, because I think it's something a lot of people struggle with. And I struggle with this personally for many years. And there's not a lot of good advice out there on the internet that tells you basically what you need to understand to actually just get good with you and just feel good with you and get to this place of just like, not needing anything. You're loving life, you're existing, and you're just here in the moment in that peace. And I think a lot of times one of the big issues is we get stuck on the self-development path. We're trying to learn and we're trying to grow. And I'm not saying you should grow. Of course, grow the rest of your life. You should always be growing and moving forward in some way. Otherwise, you stagnate and become depressed. Like, that's not what I'm arguing. But what I'm saying is the results from the growth are actually not necessary for you to get to this place where you feel amazing and you love the person you are and you feel like the person you were always meant to be. Because us as a society, we get addicted to wanting to achieve something. And now let me put this into perspective. Like, a lot of you guys might not know my backstory. I have not had a perfect life at all. There's been a lot of bullshit in my life. I've gone through breakups. I've wrestled with my mental health. I've used to be a very just depressed, sad, emotionally unstable person. I was coping negatively with alcohol. I had an abusive father when I was like much younger, like my elementary school years. And life has never been easy for me. There's been multiple breakups. I've got a nerve injury on my leg. My bottom teeth are like crooked. I balded when I was really young at like 24. And there's a lot of dreams I haven't achieved yet. Like, for example, like one, I'm not super shredded. I work out a lot, but I'm not like 6% aesthetic bodybuilder, perfect body. 2, I don't have a dream relationship with the perfect partner. I'm single. I'm at a wedding right now, actually having a great time. Love seeing my friends getting married. And Brienne, Ryan, love you guys if you guys watch this video. But yeah, no, I'm single. I don't have the dream body. I don't have my dream job that doesn't feel like work. I'm still a nurse. I still do what I need to do to make my paper. And I haven't achieved what I wanted to achieve with YouTube, as in creating my own means to just sustain myself on my own terms. So despite the fact that I've had this bullshit past, and despite the fact that I've got all these dreams I'm going for that I haven't achieved yet, how the hell did I get to a place to where I am so fucking happy right now? Like, I love everything that happened. I'm grateful for my past, the good, the bad, the ugly, and I'm happy to go after my dreams. But I don't need any of my dreams to feel the sense of peace and to feel like I'm the person I always knew I could be. That just comes. And it's so insane to think about it, because everyone thinks you need to make a certain level of money, get to a certain level of status, get the nice car, get the beautiful relationship, the girl, the career, become the president of the United States, have a successful business, make $1 million a year. And the truth is, speaking personally from someone who doesn't have any of that, is that none of it's actually needed. If you get it, sure, it's a bonus. If you really want it, go for those things. But you don't need any of those things to become enough, because the thing with being enough that most people don't understand is you don't actually become enough. That's the first big thing. You do not become enough. Like, all the money in the world won't make you enough. The perfect body won't make you enough. The perfect relationship won't make you enough. Nothing in this world, no drug, no substance, nothing will make you become enough. The only thing that makes you enough is realizing that You don't become enough. You just are. Mind blown, right? Mind blown. Like there's nobody out there who's gonna dub you like you're worthy now. You're enough. You deserve to go out and live like your best life and be amazing and awesome. Like it doesn't happen like that. You are enough just by default. And that was the hugest game changer, because I don't think a lot of people out there actually say that or preach this message. But the very act of trying to do things like work on yourself, get in better shape. I'm not saying to not do those things. All those things are, of course, necessary. Work out, meditate, eat healthy, take care of yourself, practice gratitude, appreciation, etc., etc. But none of it is necessary to become enough, because you just are. And the more you go down this loop of, for example, let's say you're stuck in like working out, and now your sense of self-worth is tied to your appearance and how you look. And this is probably worse with like women too, especially the women on social media taking pictures, trying to preserve their looks forever, even though looks fade. Like age is the great equalizer. We're all gonna die one day, but their sense of self-worth and their ego gets attached to something external. But it's not necessary, because you don't become enough. Like nothing you do will make you enough. You might feel really confident for a little bit. You might feel like you're enough, but as long as you buy into that limiting belief that doing something else will make you feel like you're enough, you'll never be enough, because you're just reinforcing that core belief that you're not enough unless you're doing all of these things. You're grinding, you're hustling, you're making money, you're chasing the opposite sex, whatever. It's only when we take a step back and look in the mirror and actually realize, like look in the mirror, like take off all your clothes, look in your mirror, look at your naked body, the things you hate, the flaws, everything, and just be like, I love you, man. I love you, and I'm enough. Like there's nothing for me to do to become enough. I just am. And when you actually realize that, the first step is realizing that, and the second step is practicing it, and the third step is getting to a place to where that becomes a new core belief for you. And once that's a core belief for you, it's like, why not me? You start asking yourself different questions. It's not like you go through life with a different vibration. It's almost like, why not me? Why don't I deserve a relationship? Sure, I deserve to put myself out there. Sure, I deserve to try a business or to chase my dream. Sure, I get the permission to go travel the world and do whatever I want, because you know you're enough. And when you feel like you're enough, you feel like you're worthy of whatever the world has to offer you. But not only that, sure, those are all good things to like go for and to want to have, but none of it's necessary. And I cannot stress how much of a place of bliss this is when it's like my dreams are optional. Like I love chasing my dreams. I'm chasing my dreams right now, but I'm not dependent on any of them to be happy. Like, of course, I want a great relationship, a stable relationship with someone who's my twin flame. Of course, I would like to see this channel open up some doorways for me into me actually making a living, doing what I want to do, which is helping the world in my own way, putting out my own version of love, leaving the world better than I found it. Yeah, that would be great. Sure, one day I would like to stop being a nurse. Sure, one day I would like six-pack abs and actually be really shredded and look really jacked. Not that I look bad now. I'm actually really fit right now. I'm just not ab level fit. But despite all that, none of it's necessary. This is the crazy thing. Like all of that stuff, if it happens, great. But if none of it happens, still great. Like I'm so grateful to my higher power and where I'm at in life for the journey I've had, the experiences I've had. And this is the message I want to leave with you guys and to give to you guys, is that it doesn't matter who you are. There is no comparison. Every human is uniquely individual, and the most ridiculous thing you could do is compare yourself to anybody else. So this is going to segue into my second thing. The first thing is understanding deeply at the core of your being, you are enough. And do whatever you got to do to believe that belief. Carry around your little totem. I like the Vegvisir, it's Norse medallion. This doesn't really remind me that I am enough, but this is more just grounding myself into the moment. Like this necklace to me is very spiritual because I made it spiritual, and it just reminds me that wherever I'm at on my journey, I'm always where I'm meant to be. The good, the bad, the ugly. There is no what ifs, there is no regrets, there is no doubts, there is no missed opportunities. I strongly believe in faith and destiny, and I'm always where I'm meant to be, doing what I'm meant to be doing, on the path to where I'm meant to be going. And once I've surrendered to that idea, again, life feels very easy. Life feels very fun. I play around a lot. I goof off a lot. But back to what I was saying, the first thing is understanding that, of course, you are enough. No one, no thing will ever make you feel like you're enough. The second thing is understanding that Lost my train of thought for a second. Okay, I remember now. So we were talking about comparison. Of course, comparison is the thief of joy. Don't ever compare yourself to anybody or anybody else's life. But here is the thing, and the reason why is because nobody on this planet, not your mom, your sister, some guy on YouTube, me, the president, any political leader, any country, any teacher, any TV show, nobody else on this planet can tell you or define to you what a good life is and what your ideal life should be. And the crazy thing is, like, us as humans, we're hardwired to really seek this information. We want to know that we're doing things aligned with kind of how society is. And there's like a lot of people out there who can guide you on the right path towards becoming your ideal version of yourself. But at the end of the day, none of these people know your soul. None of these people know exactly who you are. And the only person who can define what amazing life is for you is, yep, yours truly. Look in the mirror, have the conversation, breathe, meditate, take some time to reflect on what your ideal life is, because only you can define it. It doesn't have to be what society defines. You don't have to be making six figures. You don't have to have the dream relationship. You don't have to have the crazy car, amazing charisma. You don't have to be James Bond. Like, for example, like, there could be someone who makes like $600,000 a year, and then there could be someone who's like broke, living out in Bali, spends every day surfing, but that's what they love to do, and they've only got $50 in the bank account. So who is richer? It doesn't matter what you or I think. It only matters what those people think, the individual people who are living those lives, because at the end of the day, you are living your own life. So while there's a lot of people out there that might love you and want to guide you on the right path, probably me included, if you watch this channel and these videos, I like to put my energy out there to try to help people just get to this place to where they find their peace and they love their own story. And that's kind of my mission these days, is just to be a cool dude, just a good dude, and just put that energy out there for other people. And understanding that nobody else gets to define that life for you except yourself is huge. It's scary, because then you have to think about everything you've learned up to that point. Like, what is an ideal life for you? I'll share you my ideal life. My ideal life is simple, guys. I love spending my days just taking care of myself. Basic self-care. I wake up, I go to the gym, meditate afterwards, intermittent fast most days. And then besides that, I just keep my grounded, healthy mindset, and I enjoy my life. I create and I put my energy out into the universe to try to make the world a better place when I feel creative and I have that energy to give. But that's it. My ideal life would just be a life spent taking care of myself, my one and only God-given vessel, nourishing myself mentally, emotionally, physically. If I have a partner on the same page who is about that, then we can do it together. I would love to have a great relationship. And that's it. There's nothing I need to do or see or become, because I'm already living my dream life. I take care of myself every day, and I goof off, I play around, I tell jokes. I'm working on my passion projects here, trying to chase some dreams, make the world a better place. There's really nothing more to it other than just enjoying the ride. Nobody can define your dream life, only you can. So just decide. Like, for some people, maybe they do want to have the six-figure job or the $3.5 million house or the plastic surgeries and the amazing car. But then there's people like me who, like, honestly, I feel like I've already lived a great life, and everything else is a bonus. Like, I've lived a great life. I've been in love. I've fallen out of love. I've lost weight. I've gotten into shape. I've found my courage and my self-esteem and my confidence. I fixed my mental health when it was dog shit. Like, I've lived a great life and overcome a lot. Everything else is bonus. Whatever comes next, problems, good experiences, it doesn't matter. I'm ready for it. I've surrendered to this idea of destiny, and when it comes, I'll be good. And when it comes for you, you'll be good. So guys, you don't become enough. 2, nobody has the power to define to you what your dream life is. And this part takes courage, because then you have to actually pick a path that is your own. There's a lot of people out there who are living great lives, and if what message they share with you resonates with you, then implement it in your life. And the reason I became the way I am today is just from a lot of trial and error, work, discovery, really just grounding into who I am, and ultimately realizing I'm a simple man. Like, I'd rather work 2 days a week and make enough money to just survive do what I want to do and, not much extra, than work 5 days a week and just like be filthy rich, but not have my time. Because for me, time is very important, because time, you don't get your time back. I hate retirement because you work your whole life and retire when you're old, but you don't ever get your youth back. You don't ever get your good years back. And I'm so grateful that I took that trip to Southeast Asia recently, and I got to go while I was in my prime, man. 33 years old, traveling the world. It's amazing. Guys, but let's recap. One, this is like a crash course academy for you guys, but I'm all about it. So one, you don't become enough. Two, you get to define the rules for your life. 3, understand that you, as a person, all of your beliefs, values, limiting beliefs, mindsets are fluid. You can change the way you view the world at any given time. You can have a more positive outlook. You can let go of negative beliefs that no longer serve you, that keep you trapped in negative thought cycles. You can incorporate positive beliefs, more positive mantras at any given moment. Now, it takes time. It's trial and error to get rid of old beliefs and to instill and get to this place where you live by new beliefs. But you can journal, take some time to think about it, meditate. I preach meditation a lot. That helped me get to this point. And after you do that, life gets easy, because one, you're understanding that you're already enough by default. 2, nobody else can decide what your dream life is except you. So much peace there. Pick whatever life you want to have. 3, understanding that you are fluid, mind, body, and soul. You can always adopt a more powerful mindset, a more powerful belief. You can always drop a limiting belief, and you can shift and grow and become who you want to be at any given moment in your life. Like if tomorrow I decided I wanted to be a professional pickleball player, I can shift my mindsets and my routines and go for that. Or tomorrow I decided I wanted to be something else than who I am, this version of myself today, that's okay. I'm not stuck as this version of myself today. And that's another thing for you guys, is that we're fluid. You're not stuck or locked into any one single identity or type of person. You're free to grow and have that freedom to grow and change as you grow and change through this life. People talk about purpose and finding their purpose, but I firmly believe that life purposes can change, and you can have multiple life purposes. There's not just one thing you pick and that's the end all be all. That might be the case for some people, but 99% of people kind of fall into their purpose and their mission just through trial and error. And that's basically it. Just surrender. Fall into your purpose. Define your purpose. Like we said, you get to pick what your dream life is. And for me, it's right now. Me talking to you guys, putting a little good vibes out in the world, being grateful, being happy to be me, despite the bullshit, despite the dreams I haven't achieved. Like, that's my version of a good life. And I'm so proud of myself that I'm actually living it. And there's one more thing I want to talk about. And the third thing, my friends, is literally just be. 2 words, very simple, just be. Because when you're stuck in this haze of molding, growing, auditing your belief systems, who you want to be, where you're going, it can be overwhelming and it can be frustrating, because you can only do so much at any given time. And when those moments of overwhelm and frustration hit you, just be. Be where you're at in life always. Surrender to the belief. Like, I'll share mine with you. I talked about it earlier, and that is this underlying belief that no matter where I'm at in life, I'm always where I'm meant to be. And no matter where I'm at in life, I'm always moving towards what's meant for me. And while I do have the ability to shift gears and shift directions, mindsets, and go for different passions and dreams, I'm not locked in any of them, and I don't have to achieve any of them, because I'm already a whole, full, happy, complete product right now. So the same goes twice for you. So when you're getting in those moods where you feel like you're not good enough, when you're feeling stressed out, when you're feeling nervous about all the work you have to do, if you're watching this video and you're like, oh my God, I need to replay this video like 7 or 8 more times just to write down everything he said, and I don't even know how to begin or where to start somewhere. Pick one thing, make the micro shifts each day, and then just be, let it go. Like, it's okay if you're still locked into an older version of yourself that no longer serves you. It's okay to be where you're at on your journey. It's okay to be where you're at and take the day off and just enjoy, even though there's this beast inside of you, this person, this higher version of yourself, this higher vibration you want to get to inside you, and you haven't got there yet. It's okay to enjoy the journey. Like, you don't have to wait until you get there. Again, we talked about this earlier, you don't have to get anywhere to enjoy your life today. Be where you're at. Just be. Enjoy. Surrender to the journey and the process and the unfolding of your story. And let the cards play out, my friends. Play the hand you're dealt. Lock in with your divine and your higher vibration. And I promise you, if you practice any of the things in this video, you will shift and grow and become into a person who is just happy, and he's at peace, and he loves life, and the rest of the days here are a bonus. And I want that for you. And I know you can get that because I got that. And if I could find that after going through the abusive childhood, the multiple breakups, getting cheated on, abandoned, crashing my car, having to get sober, getting abandoned by my closest people when I was going through sobriety, being chronically like depressed and mood swings for basically like 2 years of my life, the balding, the teeth, whatever, all the flaws. If I can get past like all of that and get to this place of realizing that even though all that happened to me, and even though I've got all these dreams and ideas that I want for my future, because of course I would love that twin flame, of course I would love to make enough money from this to quit my nursing job and to be able to sustain myself. Of course I would love to be six-pack abs and jacked and helping the world or whatever, all this bullshit, it doesn't matter. Despite the fact that I haven't got any of that, life is good. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. And you can steal the same mentality. So my friends, I love you. Enjoy the journey of your life. Remember to just be. Quick recap. You are enough. You've always been enough. And you will never not be enough. 2, you are the creator of your own life, your universe, your emotions, your future, the person you want to be. And you have the right to change it as you see fit, as you grow. You're not locked into any identity. You're fluid. You can change and grow, and your purpose can change and grow as you change and grow. And 4, just be where you're at. Enjoy the day. Get off this video. Do something nice for yourself. Chill, relax, go love life. Even if that's doing nothing, even if that's watching a TV show right now, even if life is hard right now, find something in this moment. I mean, you saw this video. That's something, right? Anyways, I love you guys. I hope you got a lot of value from this episode, and if you did, please leave me some comments. I love the engagement. I love hearing from you guys, and I just want to know where you guys are at on your story. And that's it, my friends. Peace and love always. See you on the next one. There is one last thing I want to leave you with that I don't feel like I stressed enough, and that is if you're wrestling with connecting with the belief that you are always where you're meant to be and you are on the path heading to what's meant for you, then the reason is because you need to really do some work into connecting with your spirituality. Now, us as a society, we are really good at physical health. We work out, we eat good to take care of ourselves. We're a lot better at dealing with mental health and emotional health, like mindsets, understanding, depression, anxiety. But spiritual health, unless you're just very religious or have a religious background, is very neglected in a lot of people and something you kind of have to discover on yourself. Now, I'm not telling you to go just pick a religion and find your faith that way. I mean, if you want to, sure, but find some belief deeper than yourself to believe in. It can be whatever you want it to be. Odin, Christ, the universe, God, Mother Nature, All Father. It doesn't matter what you want to call it. I think in my own way, all of these different religions and belief systems are just different expressions of the same divine love that's out there and available for everybody. And find it, reach out to it, and connect to it, because when you connect to something deeper than yourself, you just can't help but feel that no matter what happens, you're going to be okay. And like I said earlier, we have the power to change our programming and tell ourselves whatever story we want to tell ourselves. So if you're someone who just doesn't have a lot of faith or belief or spirituality, or you're like an atheist, you can believe whatever you want to believe. You can do that if you want. But my question is, why would you believe that there's nothing more than you, when by believing there's more than you, even if you can't prove it, but by believing there's more than you, it generates this just sense of self-esteem and self-worth and just love and peace, and that no matter what happens, you've surrendered to your destiny. You've surrendered to your fate. You were here to play this game, and whatever the higher power has in store for you, that's what it has in store for you. So just my 2 cents about it. So find it, guys. Find it. Whatever that deeper thing is for you. It can be any form, any belief. There's different things that resonate with everybody, but find something deeper to connect to. And I promise you that when you finally tap into that, and for me, it took years, a lot of meditation sessions, a lot of time sitting alone with my thoughts and my belief systems. And it was almost like something I fell into. I didn't go out like searching for like faith and spirituality. It just found me when I opened myself to receiving it. And since it's happened, like, life is good. Life is good. And I want this for you too. But yeah, I'm trying to not make this too like woohoo, like go get out there. But you get what I'm saying. But for real this time, I love you guys. Smile. Love your story. Find your peace. I'll see you on the next one. Likes, comments, subscriptions are appreciated. And if you found a lot of value, donations would be also appreciated. See you next time. Oh, also, I haven't dressed up in literally like 6 months. So hey, this is my wedding look. And I gotta say, I think I cleaned up well. It's a nice change after 6 months of gym clothes and pajamas. But my friends, again, see you on the next one.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Got a buildup of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way.